Hey folks, it's Steven Rondina from Win.gg, and I'm here to talk about the return of Fantasy Dota 2 for the 2022 Dota Pro Circuit season. So unless you've been living under a rock or just not playing Dota 2, you've probably noticed the big box on the right side of the screen that tells you about how the Dota 2 Fantasy season is upon us. And this is going to be quite a bit different from past seasons of Fantasy Dota 2, which were usually just limited to the International. So with that in mind, it's worth going over what's new and what's different about Fantasy Dota 2 for the Dota Pro Circuit season. In terms of what's the same, the scoring is exactly the same as what you're used to from the TI-10 Compendium. You still receive points based on the in-game performance of real-life Dota 2 pros, and that's added up as the season progresses. The way you collect cards is also the same. You still get 10 packs for free at the start of the season, and you can add more by playing each day as the season progresses. On top of that, you can add packs to your collection through supporter club bundles as well as buying packs directly, both of which give money directly to the teams you're choosing to support. So that's what's the same. Now let's go over what's different. Instead of setting your lineup each day, you set your lineup each week, and with each card you can only receive points from one specific match that week. This makes it more like fantasy football and less like the daily fantasy sports that Dota 2 fans are used to. On top of that, everything is divided up by region just like within the Dota Pro Circuit leagues. Your points are added up each week and then weighted against every other player in the world who set a team for that region. Strategically speaking, this means that you're better off picking a high tier team rather than trying to get crafty with a low tier team that's set to play twice within the same week. But of course, why are we all doing this? We're doing this for the rewards. For each tour, you receive points that you can then spend on exclusive skins that can only be received during that tour. Worth noting is that you'll only receive points based on your highest performing team in each region, meaning that you're not really well served by having teams in every single region. At the moment, we don't actually know what those skins are going to look like, but odds are, judging from the TI-10 Compendium, they're going to be something pretty nice. In terms of what to do on a week-by-week basis, you're not really given much incentive to not just play your best cards in each position. And as always, make sure you're playing carries in the core position and hard supports in the support position. And that's all there is to go over when it comes to the new Fantasy Dota 2. If you liked this video, make sure to give us a thumbs up, and if you have any other questions, feel free to leave a comment. As always, make sure you subscribe to Win.gg to keep up with all of our esports content.